Hello, everyone. We are about to start our meetup, which today we have the focus of the meetup today is Hacktoberfest open source and how you can get started with open source. So, I have an interesting speaker here who has uh, very good background in cloud native and AWS and has been open source contributor, a mentor, community leader, and a lot of other things. I will leave the introduction for Aditya here. Let's get started. Over to you, Aditya.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Swapnil. Let me share my screen quickly and then we can get started. Uh, okay. Yeah, I guess it's visible. Can you once confirm?
Yes, it is
Swapnil,
visible.
yeah, great. So, hello everyone. As you already know, I'm at Sony. So, today we will be discussing about how to be an open source superhero, and it will be like I will starting from very basic, and then we will move forward to the beginner to advanced level. Okay. So yeah, let's get started. Before we start, why you should listen me? Because if you are giving your time, your some valuable time to me, then you should know like why this person we should listen. Okay, so let me brief about myself, who I am. So I'm Soni. I'm currently working as a DevOps engineer at Forrester. uh, Before that, I was working at Red Hat as in OpenShift team, and then I mainly focus on cloud DevOps background, and I'm lead organizing for AWS user group Jaipur, Rajasthan, and CNCF Jaipur. Yeah, I guess that's all about me. You can find over LinkedIn if need more info. So before wasting more time, just let's get started with the session. So today, I will be discussing the three things, main things about the open source, like what is it, why you should care about it, or why you should actually learn or contribute to open source, and how you can do that. Okay, so starting with, we will be just start with the today's topic overview, like what is the open source, and what is like what are the philosophy other people are creating, and what actually means of it, and why contributing is so important, or why you should care about it. And then we will be discussing about how to enter or contribute to open source, like how you can be one of the contributor and how you can start your journey, the contributing journey. So I will share with you a quick roadmap that you can follow. I guess there are 5 steps that I created for you that we can just go through. And then after that, we will be discussing some opportunities or programs that are available in open source right now. So as Swapnil mentioned regarding the Hacktoberfest, I guess. So yeah, that is currently going on. So you can participate in that. So we will be discussing or we will be interacting with that thing, and then we will just go to the hands-on on the projects or organization, how you can choose that and how you can start contributing over that. And then we will just move to the Hacktoberfest. Okay, and at the end of session we'll be having some Q&A for you. So yeah, let's start. So what is open source? So when it comes to open source, it's clearly mentioned like it's open source. So yeah, anything that is represented openly, or you can say anything that is available open for you, that is be open source. But that is not so generic, you can say, definition. So whenever it comes to software, so like open software is a code that is designed to be publicly accessible. So whenever any of the application is there, any of software is there, but if you can just go to the source code, you can just fetch, or you can see, modify, or distribute the code with the openly, you can also do that, or you can share with others also at the same time to you can say to collab with them or something else. So that's how like we actually define the open source culture. Okay, so the mean is like so there are two things in the market. You can say there are public companies who are just held it privately, they don't share their code. At the same time, there are some organization who believe to and be open source, like they just create their software, they just publish them to the open source, and anyone from the world, they can contribute it, they can just add more value to it, and then it will be like collaboratively we can make a good product over there. Okay, so yeah, that's how the open source is. And as I said, like there are companies who are privately held, and there are something who are open source. So there are two things, like open source versus closed source. So if you want to learn about the open source, then you should know like what are the benefits, or what are the things that you are getting from it instead of using the closed source. So when it comes to the closed source, how it goes, like when it comes to running the software, you can run the software in both of them, okay, at the same time. When it comes to the source code available to user in the closed source, in the CSPS, in this particular hierarchy, you will not be available to the source code. You will be always getting the interface, like direct interface you will be getting, but you will be not get the particular code that is written behind that interface, okay. But in the fully open source software, what happens, you will get all of the code that is written there. When it comes to like using on multiple machines, multiple users, or publicly accessible. So on that time, CSPS, that is the closed source, that will be not available for you. Okay, but the same time, the open source code will be available for you. You can run many of the machines. You can download plenty of time, and you can run that. Okay, and you can modify the source code, so that functionality you are not getting with the closed source. You have to again raise concern, raise issues with that particular organization. You have to dependent on that, okay. So it's like dependent on that, you have to give them money also for doing so, to get the subscriptions or something. But at the same time, if you are reliable on the open source software, then yeah, it's not there. And the same time it works as a redistribute of the software. So when you are using, at the same time you want to use, like your whole team should be use the same software, so you can redistribute the software. It's not like for the particular team member you have to buy or purchase the subscriptions for that, okay. So it's not like that, you can just in one go you install it, and your team can also install it, okay. So that's how, yeah, open source is valuable to us. Okay, so now we just go through from the open source, but now how open source works. We got one particular repo, but now what to do with it, how actually this works. So what happens is, this is a particular developer that is created the, or you can say created the first time, very first time someone created a particular compiled or source code, okay. So someone created the source code, they will just put it publicly, like to access to the whole country, or you can say to the worldwide. So they can access it and they can actually run it and their PCs, or you can say systems. When they will be running in the system, so they will able to find some bugs, some issues. Might be they are running on other operating system, so on that time they will be facing some issues over there. Or if it's running, they will share some feedbacks, that will be good feedbacks about the product, like how they can improve it, okay. So when it comes to that improvement, so that's how it works. So once a particular developer is compiled in source code, so it will be distributed to different developers, or even anyone can go, anyone can use that, anyone can fork that repo, anyone can just with with the help of that repo they can just uh, use that, okay. But whenever they just use it, so they share their thoughts. As I said, when I am running in my particular system, then I will face other issues. When someone else is running, he might see in another view, he sees like in UI this particular thing is breaking, okay. So they all will share their issues or their concern, and again when they will raise issues, this particular product will make better, okay. So that's how the user developer worldwide, they can just access it, and it will be improved always, okay. So that's how like open source works. Yeah. So you must be having this question, like we have already covered like what is open source, but why to contribute it, like we know open source is there, and why to contribute it, even we are not getting the money from it, we are not getting anything from it, why you should care about to contribute to open source, okay. So to understand this particular line or the concept, you have to understand like what are the advantages to contribute. So what are the different advantages to contribute to open source, okay. So that thing you should you have to learn first, okay. So while when you will learn this thing now, then your perspective to the like why to contribute is always change. So what are the advantages to of open source, or when we say like we want to just contribute it, so what are the advantages that you will get when you are starting your contribution journey, okay. So the first thing is like availability of source code. Wherever like you are using a UI, you are using a particular functionality over there, you want to improve that, you will get whole source code, okay. So you can use that source code, you can just go through the source code and you can edit whatever changes you require, or you are thinking like this particular use case is fitting, or you can say this will be good catch if we do that, okay. So you can share your expectation, you can share your features to that team. They will just think like yeah, this is really needed, or this is really something that is missing, or that can add values to their current product. Okay, so accordingly they will just approve it. Okay, so that's how it goes. So you have source code available, you can just change it, you can reduce the time complexity or anything of it. Okay, when it comes to source code, uh, like you got the source code, but at the same time you have to learn it, you have to know like how I can read that. So for that you will get the whole community, you will be having a lot of people who are already using that, who are already like working on that. So it's not like you are only facing the same issue. If you are facing the same issue, then the whole community will face the issue. It's like that. Okay, so do not have to reinvent the wheel. Someday you have done the same thing, another person is doing the same thing. So it's not like so that if someone is reported an issue, that issue will resolve and it will resolve for each and everyone. It's not like only you got the release. Okay, when it comes to freedom, so yeah, freedom is there. You have the source code, you are the you have the power of it. You can just edit it, you can create another thing from that particular open source software. Just read the guidelines and check the whatever certifications are there. Does not depend on vendor. Like you don't have to specify it on the vendor thing, like why you should depend on vendor about the hosting or something. Okay, about the support or something, you don't have to only dependent on that. And cost, when it comes to cost, like that is so cheap, or you can say even sometimes like most of open source projects are free to use for one time. Or when it comes to like you want to go with your whole professional thing, then they can charge you, but at the same time for testing or something, it's always free. Okay, how contributing helps you grow. So when we comes to like contributing, so when we say contributing, so you got you get to know like open source, but how you can contribute, that I can show you later. But how like why you should contribute, the first thing is that, so this is a particular line that I got from Google itself, that says like what is open source. It's a common platform that we all get to share our ideas, putting them into action by developing by developers or other people who wishes to improve our product software. So when it comes to like growing or the contributing, so you are the first thing, you are getting a platform, the first thing. Okay, the first thing, you're getting a platform, via the platform that you can use for anything. Because most of time we don't get the thing is opportunity. So you are getting an opportunity, you are getting a platform to contribute or to learn, even learn with the particular persons. You can share your ideas. If you are seeing a particular code, then you can share your ideas, like how you can contribute this thing. Okay, or how this thing can be improved. Or if you are facing any bug, you have faced like if that bug should be not always the code, it can be from the docs, it can be from the blog, it can be from anything. Okay, etc. So that you can always improve, you can share your ideas like how this thing can be improved. Okay, and when it comes to like actions, you got your ideas, you got your platform. At the same time, it's not like you can always share, you can always action about it. You can just reiterate it, and you can just edit it according to you, and you can just raise a PR. They will review it like how you have done. If it's matched to their, or you can say when the PR goes approval, then only it will merge, else they will just give you some feedback like these are the things you can change, and yeah, we are good to go. At the same time, like what we like you don't get the support from other developers, but in open source there are other developers also. You can just connect with them on the comments, you can just chat with them, like this is the thing that I'm facing issue, this is the thing that your issues can be resolved. So like that you can just create your you can say connects. Okay, and that connects can help you always. Okay, so that's how you can improve and improve the end product when you are contributing. So you are always improving the end product, and it will always help you when you are looking for a job, or you are switching, or let's say not job or switching, but at the same time you are someone who just started your journey with the college, or you are someone who just got placed, or you are working from 5 years also. Then also it's for you, it's not like there is a bondage for anyone. Yeah, so how to enter, start contributing for open source. So it's a particular roadmap that I just created with my thought purposes, and yeah, it will just work for you. So let's say so now, as of now, you got like what is open source, you get to know like why you should care about it, or why you should contribute it, and what are the things that you will get when you are doing the contributions. Okay, but the thing is how to start the contributing thing. Okay, so what the particular roadmap. So the first thing I will say you, like the learn a skill, or if you are already knowing a skill, as I said, open source is for everyone. It's not like a particular college graduate, a particular fresher or a particular experienced person can only do that. It's for everyone. So the first thing you should to know is like learn a skill, or if you already know a skill, you have to like define your particular domain. Like you are from web development, you are a full stack developer, you are a cloud devops, you are a software engineer, you write the tech blog, or you write something else. So that you have to define first in your mind, like this is the particular area that I am interested for. I will go for a particular OS project, or I will go for a particular you can say any of the other you can say open source containerization product or Kubernetes or something. Okay, so that thing you have to decide first. Once you have decided that thing, like I am having this interest, then you can just go to next step, that is learn any of the VCS tool. Okay, so not any of the, you can just go with the Git or GitHub. Okay, so you have to just learn some basic tips. Like the basic thing is like just learn the Git commands, how the basic Git commands works, how the fork, commit, push, pull request, or when it comes to like we organize our particular Git repo, so how, what are the things that we need to take care of. So these kind of small stuff that you need to learn. Okay, because whenever you start contributing, then this is the first challenge you will face. If you are not learning the guitar, you don't know the basic commands of it. Okay, so the once these things are done, we can just go to the find our organization or project. Okay, so now you have to look for a particular organization or the project that you are fit of. Okay, because I know, like I'm the person who just know the web developing, but at the same time I'm not sure where I should start the particular open source journey. So what you need to take care of, so now like I have the skills of web developing, or I have the skills of DevOps, but at the same time I have to look forward to particular organization project. So it works like so whatever interest you have, according to, you have to choose what you are looking for. So it's like you have the whole menu, and from that menu you have to pick a particular dish. So as I mentioned here, like it's like from the whole menu you're just putting, like you're just liking the pizza, so you have just got your pizza. But at the same time you just like the pizza, but not you're not sure which particular pizza you want to order. So on that time you have to select the project. Like on that particular organization, they must be having a lot of projects over there. So now you have to select your toppings over the pizza, like which particular topping you want. Okay, so that is the project, which particular project that you want in that particular organization. So that is like you have to go to the particular project, you have to search for the good first issues over there, and you have to find out the people maintainers over there, like who are actually the handlers of that particular thing. And if everything whatever you need, or where you feel you want to contribute, is it available there or not. So these kind of things you have to take care of first. Then yeah, so now you got your particular project, you got your organization. Now the next thing will move forward to, like you will look forward to the maintainers or the community who is there to help you. Okay, because it's not always like we just got particular project and we are good with that, we can go fully flash and from ourselves, it's not always like that. Okay, so on that thing, on the time, what we have to focus on, like to seek help. Okay, so obviously if there's a project or there's an organization, there will be maintainers for it, there will be organizers or owner for it. Okay, so that you can find easily on GitHub, and you have to look for them. You have to look for the community space, like they must be having any of the Slack or Discord or any of the community space created for them. So you should join that, you should discuss things there. If you are not actually getting started, or you are not getting something, then you should go there first. Okay, so the first, you can reach out to the email list. If they are not replying on email, just go to the maintainers. If they are also not responding directly, then just go to the Slack or Discord. There you can find the same maintainers or same community. Okay, then from there you can just put your question, you can learn from each other. Okay, also you can raise issues. So once you got like I just ran this particular project, and now what I want to do, I want to just go with the particular issues, features what are available there. So on that time you can just showcase your work or ideas also. Okay, so now you got the maintainer also, you got the community, but at the same time what you need to do, you have done your first, you can say, first contribution. So now you are not a confident, but you know like how things works. So in the next step, what you can do, you can participate in different programs available there. Like there's a GSOC, there's a Hacktoberfest. So in the next slide, I will share the list of them, like what are the programs available there, how you can contribute to them, and what are the steps that need to be followed. Okay, so we will be just discussing in the next slide. But yeah, there's a, it's not like always from the GitHub or always from the remote you have to choose the things for the open source. It's not always like that. You have to just go to the GitHub or just search for your uh, what I can say, like projects. Okay, you can always join your events, the in-person events, hackathons, or you can say other summits are happening. So there also you can learn a lot with the different while connecting with different people. You actually share your ideas, they share their ideas, how they have started their journey. So that's how you can get some of the tips. Okay, like how they are doing, because it's not always we are perfect. There are someone who is just doing other things and they are getting better results. Okay, so connecting with people is always a key. So yeah, that's how that's roadmap actually works. So let's say you have reached to the 5 step, then I will say just recurse to the first one again, and just look for more projects. And it's not like you have contributed to 1 or 2 projects and you are an open source contributor. It's never like that. It's like a never ending process. You will get a lot of projects daily and you can always contribute to it. Okay, yeah, so opportunities, when we say about the opportunities or the programs in open source, so this is some list. So there are a lot of after this also, but these are some major programs that I have just collected, and that you can go from. So the first one is the Google Summer of Code, that is or even if you are not able to like click on the links, that's okay. Like you can just search for them on the Google itself. Just take a screenshot of this and you can search for them. So it's like Google Summer of Code, LFN mentorship program, Linux kernel. So if you always know, like GSOC is, this is the biggest open source program that we have from Google. And then there are a lot of from CNCF also. There are this happen like CNCF mentoring, MLH, from again MLH and GitHub fellowship is there. So these are the things that you can always consider. And it's not like as of now there's Hacktoberfest is running. So in October that this particular fest is running, but in November other one will come. So it's like whole 12 months you can be just associated with it. Whenever you are getting some time, even your schedule, you can just make some time for it. So yeah, I guess that's all from my side when it comes to theory. And yeah, enough talk, let's move to the hands on. Okay, so in this particular hands on, what we will be discussing is the first thing, like the find your first project. So as you already know, like how to contribute it, like I showed you this particular way. But I know you must be aware of this thing, you must be aware of this thing. But when you will stuck on this thing, like how to find an organization project, like as I said, there's a menu, there's a pizza, there's a topping. But at the same time, how to find that menu, how to find this pizza and topping. So I will show you quickly how you can do that, and how you can look for the maintainers and community, and what are the programs and how you can start with that. So these three things, like I will just show you quickly, and then we will discuss something around Hacktoberfest. Yeah, so like how to raise issue, or you can say how to find the good first issues to start with, and how to look for maintainers, project owners, or community connect. So these are the things that we will be looking for. And then we will just go to the Hacktoberfest, and like what are the like how you can start with it in it, and then rules for participating for the 2022. And what are the organizations that are listed, or you can say projects that are listed within the Hacktoberfest in 2022, and then the perks or swag list that Hacktoberfest is giving you. So yeah, let's start with this. Let me just stop sharing my screen and again reshare it quickly. Okay. Yeah, I guess this one is right. Okay. So yeah, while I will be going to this, yeah, let me just share with this one itself. Yeah. So first we will be starting with. Give me a minute, guys. Let me just open another window. Okay. So what are the things that is remaining? This one. This one. Okay. Okay, so first we will start with the like how you can find your particular project. So let me just go with that. Let me share the entire screen itself. Okay, so yeah, when it comes to like finding your own organization or projects, like how you can find the organizational project to contribute. So the basic like basic website I will say use like just go and search for the GSOC. Okay, 2022 you can search, or even others also you can search. So you can just go there, and like this is the particular biggest program. So what you can do, it will be already done. So you can just go and search for the project list. So when you will be looking for the projects now, so here you will find a lot of things. Before projects, we should go with the organizations. So there are a lot of organizations already listed. So as I said, you have to first look for your expertise, or your expertise on which particular thing you have expertise on. It will be on web, it can be on media, it can be operating system, it can be on social and communication, infrastructure or cloud, or programming language, or something else. So accordingly you have to just select for the organization. Let's say I am just going with the infrastructure and cloud, so I've just selected this. So when I will pick this, so only the repo or organization I will be able to say is that is from the infrastructure or cloud. So there are 23. Okay, so from this 23, when I pick one now, then I can make a contribution. Okay, so let's say if I just go and I just consider to this CNCF itself, not the CNCF that is so popular, let's consider the SAF. Okay, so I just selected the SAF organizations. So between the SAF you can find like there are a lot of, you go to the SAF. Okay, the future of storage, that is like storage we get from the SAF, it's I guess Red Hat acquired. And when we go here, then you can get the idea list. So for 2020 GSOC, 2022 GSOC, what are the idea lists that you can say SAF actually given, okay, to you. So those are the things that you can look for. I guess in this page it's, yeah, not listed. So let's look for the other particular organization, let's say CNCF itself. Yeah, so the first thing is like you have to learn the idea, like what are the ideas or what are the problem statement that they have given. So there are lots of project ideas, like there's the argo cities, there build packs, kubernetes, Kube, Canva, Pixie. So there are a lot of you can say tools that are listed there, and in between them there are already ideas there. So what you have to do, you have to just focus on any of the idea. Let's say I'm just going to the Argo, I'm just going to the UI plugins. So when I just click on UI plugins, they have given the descriptions, they have given the expected outcomes, who will be your mentor for this, what are the project size, the hours, or you can say difficulty level, upstream issue. So this is the issue that they are focusing on. So when you will just click on the issue, you will get this thing. Okay, so here it's already you can say described in a beautiful manner, like what is the particular issue they are getting with the UI of Argo, where you can contribute. Okay, so yeah, this is a particular enhancement. If you see here, it's an enhancement in product. So they want to add a new feature in this. So that's why they have created this feature. So let's say if you know like how to resolve this or how to contribute to this, just come here, just go to the Argo workflows. Okay, and just start with the cloning the particular repo, or you can say you can start with the fork the repo first. Okay, so once you will fork it, so it will be come under your repo, and then you can start with there. Okay, so previously I was only here itself, like how you can find a description or something. So this is the particular what I found now. Why I found one organization, I found one idea list where I got an idea for different things, like Kubernetes ideas are there. There are cluster API provider GCP, like they have created a different ideas for different providers. It's GCP, it's for AWS. So accordingly you can just go with it. Okay, so when let's say as of now I just considered the example of the infra as a code. Now just go to the programming languages. So you are someone who just good with the Jenkins, Julia, or any of those things, Scala. So you can just consider this and just go the same idea list. Okay, so that's how you can get a lot of thing there. Now let's move forward to from GSOC. Okay, so this is for the GSOC, or even not for GSOC, you can openly contribute to it. If you are not participating in GSOC now, also you can contribute to it. Okay, so this thing is there. Once like GSOC is done, you can just go with the CNCF thing. So CNCF have the beautiful thing, like the you can find this interactive landscape. Just Google for it, like CNCF landscape or something, you will find this thing. So in this what happens is like CNCF has a lot of products that are listed like inside them. So you can find a lot of products there. Okay, so these all products are already between them, or you can say if you want to learn or you want to contribute to any of them, you must have not heard the names of those. But yeah, again, you are someone who are interested with the database, so there is a database section is there. There are streaming messaging sections, there are service proxy API, gateway service mesh. So it's more of the cloud and DevOps thing. So this is the particular landscape they have created for each of the tools, each of the services. Okay, so accordingly, like how, what actually excites you, accordingly you have to choose your product. And once you choose your product now, then you can just go with it. So this is so big, like if I show you now, then there's a tons of product are listed. Okay, and then you can just go with the card mode. There are members, you can find them easily. Okay, and yeah, that's how it goes. And also CNCF have there, you can say the Slack channel where you can just contribute, and you can just not contribute, you can just connect with the projects. Okay, so let me just show you something else. Okay, so if you see about the member product and projects, so there are a lot of members that CNCF have. Okay, so there are tons of, let me just maximize you this thing. So there are these kind of projects are available there. Okay, and you can contribute to any of them. Let's say I've just created on this Fujitsu. So you can just go with the, this is the particular service provider they have, and then you can just go with the particular, these are the members they have, and accordingly you can find their GitHub repos or something. Okay, so that's how you find your particular projects or the organization. So this is the particular organization, you can find the projects also. So these are the projects, like they have create a model class for easy deployment for PY models. So you can like click on the create what are the project details is there, and that's how it goes. Okay, so now this thing is there. Now let's come to the how, like a particular thing, like let's say we just come to this particular project like Argo project. And now what I want to do, I want to raise a particular issue. Like what I did, like I just go to this organization, I just finding one particular, you can say any of this let's say this particular repo is there, Argo CD is there. What I believe, like when I am using Argo CD, I found one particular issue. Okay, and now I want to raise the issue. So how I will do that? So it's so simple, like this now you come to the its particular repo, you have to go to the issues. So there are plenty of issues that are already created. So before just creating any issues, you have to look for, is my issues already available? So what you can do for that, you can just search for the keywords or search for the issues what you have already getting. Okay, so that you can just search for it. If you are looking for the good first issue, that also you can search here itself. Okay, let me check if any of is there. Okay, yeah, I guess bugs we are getting. So this is the particular issue that you are seeing like as of now. So this is label having good first issue. So these are the issues, something that you can actually start with, look forward to. Okay, because what you're saying, misleading the error message white space in auth token. So in auth token they are getting some white spaces according, and because of that, that particular service is failing. Okay, we are getting this particular error. So this is the bug, and that's a good first issue for you. So you can just resolve it. Like first, when it comes to resolve the issue, what you have to do, you have to just check like what is the statement that particular person has given. Okay, you got the statement, now you have to look forward to the conversation. What's the conversation they are doing, or till where they have already troubleshooted it. Because before reading it all out, you are just starting, then you are just reinventing the whole wheel. You are just, what you are doing, like whatever they have already tried, you are already trying the same thing, and you can get with the same results. So instead doing that, just read each of the comments, each of the person comments, like how and what they are thinking of it, and uh, what they are looking for it. Okay, so this is the thing they have done, and I guess someone already fixed it with this particular PR. If you see now, the PR is already there. So yeah, that's how you can find the good first issue. So we were on the creating a issue, so you can just click on the new issue, and you can just select any of those. Let's say you want to report a bug in this particular project, you want to create an enhancement proposal. Like there's an enhancement proposal that, as I say, like you are using Argo City, you face, or not only Argo City, it can be any of the projects. Okay, any of the thing. Okay, you are facing something there, you want to just raise the issue. That can be an enhancement, that can be RFE for it, that can be a security log, that can be a report a vulnerability, or ask a question. Like you are having a particular basic question that you want to ask, that you can do. You can chat on Slack also. So there are the links, as I said, like you can connect to community itself. So you can just click on open, and it will forward you to the Slack channel on. of Argo CD. So yeah, that's how it goes. So you can just, let's say I am reporting a bug, so I have to click on get started. So it will ask you the basic things like the title, right? What are the things you are search for, or what is the issue that you are facing? Describe the bug or something like that, and you can submit your issue. At the same time, let's say you want to contribute to any of the issues. Okay, I got this particular issue and I know like what's the how I can resolve it. Okay, this particular bug I know how I can resolve it. So at the same time you can resolve it. Okay, so you can resolve it, you can raise a PR. Like what you have to do, you have to just go with the Argo CD first, then you have to fork this repo. So I'm just forking it, you can fork the same thing. Okay, so when you will fork it, then after forking it you can clone it. Once cloning, like you have to look forward to that particular code that is listed there. Okay, if you will found here now, then it's also be part of Hacktoberfest. You can find here the topic is Hacktoberfest. So again, when topic is added, this is a particular repo that Hacktoberfest will look for. Any of the PR that you will raise in this particular repo also, that will come into the Hacktoberfest. Okay, so that's how it goes. Okay, so now let's move forward to the next thing. That is like we have already seen like how to raise a good first issue, RFE or issues or something like that, and now how to look for the maintainers. So now we got to this particular thing, like we know like Argo City project is there, but I now I want to look for the who are the contributor, who like I'm facing something and I want to reach out to any of the person. So you can just click on the list. After, like when you will creating the contributors, now when you will just go there on the contributors, you can look forward to someone who is always, or you can say always be active and always committed with this particular project max of the times, because that is the person who actually know the code, who can helps you always. So I can see this person has the like max commits till now, and this is the particular code lines they have edited and removed, and accordingly you can find the other ones also. So you can reach out to these persons directly. Even this is the great way to do it. Okay, so let's say I've just click on here and then I got his email ID or something. So you can connect with them, you can just chat around them, like if you know like how want to start. So this kind of things you can do. Also, if not directly reach out to person, always remember like there is a readme is there. So in readme they have already given like the Slack link is there. Okay, there's a email list must be there, and there's a integrated test, and always like they have given everything to you. Okay. So I guess that's all with it. Also, let me check if I can show you something else. Yeah. So yeah, also you look forward to this thing also. Like whenever any projects you are looking, you should look forward to the language, like on which language they are it is written. Or if you are someone who knows the Python only, then you can check like is they are using Python or Go. So I can see like they are using Go only for the maximum of their code. Okay, so yeah, you can look forward to another project. That's how it goes. So yeah, that's how you have to look forward to the maintainers or project owners. Then we can move forward to the Hacktoberfest now, I guess, because that's the thing that is remaining. So yeah, so I guess we can just start with this Hacktoberfest. So yeah, this is the website that you can get. You can type the hacktoberfest.com. So Hacktoberfest is something like it's always like each year it happens in October, and registration, as I said, like it's open now. So what you have to do for starting, you have to just turn the click on the uh, you have to register now. So as of now I am already registered. So that's how I'm getting like I want to edit the info whatever I've created profile. So what happens, like when you just create it, it will ask you for the authorize for the GitHub account. So you can authorize your GitHub account. Once you authorize that, your profile will create it. Okay, so now my profile is created, and now what I'm getting my progress. So I am having zero, like you have to raise the 4 PR basically. Okay, so you have to raise the 4 PR, and from 4 PR, if you raise the 4 PR, then like that 4 PR should be valid. It's not like you are just going in documentation and it's like written there people's, and you are doing people because you know that else should be not there. So it should not something like that. It should be more valuable, or it should add some more value to that particular project. So then only there are rules are there, I will we will discuss after this. So this how like the progress will, it will just track via your GitHub. Once you just authorize your GitHub ID, then it will just already look forward to that pull and merge request. Okay, so I haven't made any of the merge requests till now. So that's why it's saying like I haven't made any of the requests. So let's say I have registered it, I have gone through it, but now when it comes to how I will raise a particular request and on which projects I have to make a request. for participating in Hacktoberfest. Okay, so for that you have to just come to the participation page, and in participation you can check like what are the values. Like everyone is welcome, as I said, open source is for everyone. It's not like it's for a particular people or particular community or something. It's for everyone. Okay, quality is fun, quantity is key, quality is key. Okay, so that's how they have given the rules. Like uh, you can do more requests for more than four, but that should add values. It's not like you are doing a tons of requests in this particular time, but at the same time they are useless. Okay, yeah, short term action and long term impact. It's like your one PR can make a lot of impact to the contributors. So yeah, if you are a contributor, then you should look forward to these particular rules. Okay, so you can register between you can say September 26th to October 31st. So as of now, also if you're watching this video, you can just register for it until 11 p.m. of October 31st. Okay, pull request can be made from GitHub or GitLab. Okay, so previously it was supporting GitHub, but now you can do from the GitHub, GitLab, any of them. Okay, and you can check for the hosted projects there and look forward to the Hacktoberfest topic as we checked in this particular project. Like the Hacktoberfest topic was there, so accordingly in any of the project you can find this topic there. And this particular board that they have created for the Oktoberfest, that will look forward to it. Okay, so yeah, resources for beginning. So if you are a beginner, then yeah, a lot of resources are already given there. So we will be not spending much time over there, like intros and GitHub intro and other things, like how you can start contributing to it, or all things are there. And okay, what are the pull requests and merge request details? Okay, so these are some rules that you have to must follow, and you have to must go through it. Like there are some PRs must within the bounds of Oktoberfest. Okay, it's not like uh, some any of the hierarchy repository and you are doing something there and you are thinking why this is not counting till yet. Okay, so it's not like that. So any of the PR created between October 1st to October 31. Okay, so as of now it's running. So if you raise any of the PR, then it will be counted. And once I guess there is a number I will show you. Like if you are with from that number now, then you will be getting some particular swags from October, or you can say DigitalOcean. Okay, so there is another thing that they have introduced, invalid. So labeled as invalid. So whoever is approving your PR, if they have already labeled it as an invalid PR, then that PR will be not considered. Okay, so yeah, that should be accepted only. Okay, and message to reduce spam. Like you should not spam the PRs, as I said previously also. Like you should not be someone who is just doing something like any of the document thing or something. You should do documenting, but that should be valuable, that should add values to that particular project. Okay, because it's not always like only the coders can do open source thing. It's for all everyone. Okay, yeah, low quality and pull merge request is like the code is there, but you have already written it. Like you have written it in sake of doing the PR. It's not something that if merged with the project, then it can make other issues also. And even it can make the project can goes down. Okay, because of your commit or because of your PR. So avoid those things. Try multiple times or test multiple times whatever you have done. These are the some rules that is given for the, you can say, maintainers. So that's we are not looking for. There are some events that you can look forward to. Global events also are there that you can check. And when it comes to what I say, yeah, so the thing is there now we have to look forward to the what are the repos or organization that are available. So you can go to the GitHub topics and Hacktoberfest. So once you will just search for Hacktoberfest, now you will get a lot of repos added there. Okay, so there are these kind of public repository already added for this particular topic, and you can choose any of them. You can raise any of the PRs and that can be approved, and yeah, you are good to go. Okay, yeah, let's come to what are the swags and how what are the criterias for them. Let's say if you are the someone who is before, like you are doing something, and there's a number, and if you are you have done so early, your all four PR is raised and that is approved. Okay, so you will get particular t-shirt or something from Hacktober team. Okay, so let me just check like where's this is a hack swags list they are having. Okay, so as the steps are given, like you have to first click on this link and see the contributing MD, like how you can contribute to this, and then they will send you some. So here are the rules, and what I was talking about. Okay, and there's the format for your contribution. Okay, so once you've done that, you will get one of the tree will be planted of your name. You will get one T-shirt and sticker, something like that. So yeah, I guess that's all from my side regarding the Hacktoberfest 2, and we are good to go. Yeah, I guess that's all from my side. If you have any questions, you can put in the comments.
Guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments, or um, we can conclude with the session. Aditya, will wait for a couple of minutes. If we see any questions, we'll answer them.
Sure, sure, works. Yeah, I guess if someone have any question, then they can reach out to me on LinkedIn or Gmail also. That works for me. Swapnil, I guess we are not getting any as of now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think we have any questions from coming in right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Let's
Okay
conclude.
then.
Uh,
Yep.
Thank you very much for your time today. Uh,
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you, Swapnil. Thank you, team, for inviting me. Bye bye.
Thank
Have a good day.
you. Bye.